What's up, everyone? Stumbles here, and today we have an update. We have a new phone in Device Doctor Simulator. It is the Peach P7. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to work on the Peach P7. Unfortunately, it is the only phone that they added in to this little recent update. But we're going to do a Peach P7 and let's get after it. We can still only do one job, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna try. Yep. So still only one job. But for this Peach P7 that we're picked up, we have a customer saying, "Good day. My screen is broken. Can I get a professional support to solve the problems encountered on my device?" Straightforward. That's an easy fix. While we're here at the computer, actually, let's order that. We don't need that. We need the browser, Peach P7, and we need a screen. It's probably more wise to purchase the screen after we verified the faults, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to order the screen and call it and hope that that is all that is wrong with the device. Based on what we've done thus far within the game, that's typically all it is whatever the complaint is, that is what needs to be fixed. So let's pick this up. This is like a very old school iPhone. We need to do the diagnostic. So let's do that. And sure enough, the screen is the issue. So now we've done that. Let's heat it up. I imagine you have to heat this as you would any of the other ones that we've worked on thus far. All right. So what we'll do within this episode is we're actually gonna... Why am I not... I forget on these darn phones. Every time I forget to take off the screws. There we go. We still got it in time. What we're going to do for this episode, though, is we're going to focus primarily on the Peach P7. We're going to go through a handful of repairs with that and see what the new phone provides us, what kind of challenges it gives us, and go from there. So now that we are all set there, what is going on? Okay. And let's install that new screen. Boom. Looking beautiful. I love this new screwdriver. If you guys have watched any of my episodes about this game thus far, you know I love the new screwdriver. And we are all set. That is a screen replacement for the Peach P7. Let's complete the job. Made ourselves a nice chunk of change there. Let's grab another Peach P7, which are not prominent here. So one feature I think would be nice if the devs could put it in is sort of like a refresh jobs. So if you don't like anything that's being presented to you, or they're kind of stale, you've done this job, that job, and it's getting old. If you could just kind of refresh or reject all of the jobs and get yourself a new setup. All right, so I had to cycle through a few of these. I accepted a few jobs, canceled them. That way we could actually get some Peach P7s to populate. We only got one to populate. We need to accept it before it goes away. So this customer's saying, "What's up? My device can only stay on when charging. Can you find a solution to the issue my device is experiencing?" So let's figure out what's going on with it. It could just be the charging port. I talk like I am an expert device repair person, but I am not. All right, let's run some diagnostics on this and troubleshooting. All right, so the fault is actually the battery, not the charging port. So another super simple repair for us here. Let's go ahead and order our battery for the Peach P7, which is right there. Again, batteries are stupid expensive. I don't understand it. To me, it's like the biggest scam with these devices. And I don't know 100%. Yeah, we do need to heat this up. All right, now that that's heated up, let's replace this battery. Should be pretty straightforward. I think as soon as we take off this screen, the battery is just right there. I don't think you have to do anything special beyond that. No. Oh, we got to take off this plate. So I was wrong. And we have our supercharged. Our supercharged screwdriver is wonderful. And let's put in that new battery. Boom. Making money hand over fist with these simple repairs. Love it. All right, we got another Peach P7 here. Let's accept that. I don't want it to go away. So customer says, my rear camera is not working. Can you find a solution to the issues my device is experiencing? Why, certainly. Let's run this bad boy through the troubleshooter. All right, so the fault is the back camera. This will be new. I don't know the extent of how much we'll have to take this apart. Let's purchase the back camera though and check out. And let's go to the secondhand store real quick and sell off some of this stuff that we don't need anymore to make sure we don't accidentally put a bad part on the customer's device. All right. And the downside to actually heating up the screen before you take out these screws is you actually have to be semi-fast, not super fast, but you need to be fast enough to where you don't just lose the heating and then you have to go back and reheat it. So the back camera is held in by this little cover, it seems. And that's it. That's straightforward. This Peach P7, super easy to repair thus far. We haven't gotten into any super complicated repairs yet. So we'll continue plugging away. All right. Boom. Making money. Let's take another Peach P7. We're going to take that one right away because it was the only one available. And we didn't want to take the chance. It says very easy, so we got another one. No SIM card. I need help troubleshooting my device. Easy peasy. But before we work on that, let's take a look at the equipment again. I know there wasn't any updates, but as you can see, we're kind of raking in the cash at the moment. We got $2,083. That's what we're going to say it is anyways. We have the best screwdriver. We can get a better computer eventually. Now, I don't know the significance of getting a better computer. That's something maybe, you know, until the devs make a full-on update other than just one phone, maybe what I'll do is I'll grind away off screen, get us to that 25,000 or whatever it is, and actually purchase this. And then we can take a look and see if there's any value or what that actually does for us. Because it says 2 stars, but I haven't really found a need for the computer to be any more advanced than what we have. And we do have these glass opener tools. We can upgrade these. We have plenty of money to upgrade these. Let's actually do that. Let's get this glass opener tool, the high-end one. Let's activate it. I don't know what it says. I think it says tear down piece. I don't know. I don't know the significance of it, but we're going to find out. We sure are. And we're still pretty loaded. Well, somewhat loaded. And I kind of want to get some sort of decoration, but I don't think so. Let's buy the notebook. Why not? Let's add some aesthetics to this place. Liven it up a little. And let's pick up our phone. And let's run this through the troubleshooter because I don't remember what was wrong with it. All right, so it's the SIM card jack. Pretty straightforward, I believe. SIM card jack. Yeah, this is on the side of the phone. If you've watched the previous ones, I really struggled finding this SIM card jack on one of these, and it was absolutely terrible. I should be embarrassed. You know, and now that I've heated. Anyways, now that I've warmed up the phone, I just realized I don't even need to take off the screen. That's how simple this repair is. So there's that. Done. All right, I grabbed this one real quick. It was expiring. Its difficulty wasn't very easy, and it was just showing as easy, so I just grabbed it. Don't know what we got here, but let's take a look. So we got my device does not recognize my SIM card. A similar issue, but to what extent, I don't know. If it's the SIM card port again, I don't know. All right, so this time it's the actual SIM card slot, which I believe is going to be a little different than just saying, hey, we pull this out of the side of the phone and then we replace it. The SIM card slot is MIA. Where's the SIM card? There it is. So the actual slot within the device is what that looks like to me, is what we're going to be replacing here. So we will need to take off the screen for this. All right. Let's get these screws off. I'm starting to remember that these screws exist. So that's helpful. There's our fancy new knife. I wonder if we can take off the screen without heating it up with our fancy new knife. That is a question I should figure out. Now, the question is, how do I get the SIM card slot off? Solder. We haven't soldered before. I'm excited. Let's pick this thing up. It's time to solder. I don't know where I solder at. Don't know. Where do I solder? Let me set that down. Microscope? All right, y'all, we're learning something here because I have no clue. We've got the screen. We've got the SIM card jack. But how do I actually solder? Pick this up. Can I set it down? Set it down? Set it down? No. Let's see. Do you have to take apart the whole phone to be able to get to the SIM card jack and actually do that? That part I don't know. So we're gonna, that's the path we're gonna go down, because I don't know. I'm gonna set it down real quick. So I can't access any of these, and you know, I've soldered in the past, like many moons ago. That kind of looks like it, and so does this. That one's it. It says solder on it. You know, if I read, that would make sense. So when we open this up, though, we have only things available to us are the SIM card jack and the screen, but we can't do anything with that. So we have to, I'm assuming we have to take apart the phone in order to get it to a state as to where like more of the pieces are over there and available to us. I don't know. I'm really just flat out guessing. So we're going to find out though. This part's this one's different, and this is kind of what we were hoping for, was something a little more challenging, if you will. And this is, wouldn't say it's hard. It's just I don't know. Anyways, in order to take out the speaker, we have to take out the vibration motor. All right, so we'll take out the vibration motor. I get it, because they're one's layered over the other. And now we need to take out this motherboard. Yep. Okay, so the motherboard, I'm getting it. Let's zoom out here a little bit. And zooming out, by the way, if you just click on an area of the phone, you can't really zoom in or out that much, but if you just click in an area, it'll kind of reposition the camera, and then you can zoom in and out a little. But I'm realizing that this SIM card slot or jack, whatever it is we're replacing, sits on the motherboard, which is why we have to take it out. So that makes sense. And now that that's out, we don't have to take apart anything else. Now we can go solder. And we have not done this yet. So we're gonna learn something today. We're gonna figure it out. Let's see. Okay. Just removing the soldering here, I'm assuming. I think that's what we're doing. Kinda just keeps highlighting things for me. Yeah, okay. So we gotta remove every one of these. And once we do that, we should be able to lift the, yep, boom. Bring it on. Now let's put our new SIM card slot on. Yeah, I like it. Now we are actually soldering this on. Oh, it's a beauty. I wish the animation with the solder was a little bit more detailed. I think that'd be kind of cool. But it's a new thing that we haven't been able to do yet, so I won't complain and we'll just do it. Fun fact, I was never good at soldering. When I had to do it, I was pretty terrible. It is a skill set for sure. All right, let's go back to assembly mode. That glare is crazy. I wish they would do something about that. I know the light is necessary, like in an actual working environment. You need to be able to see what you're doing. But when you're dealing with these phones and they have these screens, just for, you know, the user experience of playing the game, it'd be nice if that glare wasn't so intense. But all you have to do is rotate the phone and then you're fine. So not that big of a deal. And this screwdriver is amazing. I'm never going to let it down or let it go. I'm just going to keep talking about the screwdriver. Even those long screws really just in there in no time. Put our SIM card jack back in. Oh. Boom. We did our first soldering job. That was exciting. I enjoyed that one. Let's see if we can get in some more complex ones. I would really enjoy that. All right, so what we got here? We got a Peach P7. The speaker makes buzzing noises. Let's take it. 8 seconds left. I wish we could take more than one job at a time. That's the next update I hope for. Other than more phones. I know I'm probably being picky and I'm asking for a lot of things, but other than more phones, I would love it for more complicated repairs other than very easy and easy. I want to get to some like hard stuff where I've really got to dig in and figure out what the heck is going on. All right, let's diagnose this next P7. There we have it. Speaker's the issue. It says it's an easy one, so it's not very easy, but I'm pretty sure the speaker's easy to replace. So let's scroll to the top. Here's the speaker. Add that to our cart. Let's check out. And then before we go and fix that, let's get rid of these kind of crap pieces. And let's get rid of this Samsung S4 backup. I was going to say backup camera. This back camera, just because I feel like it's just clogging up our inventory. It's not necessary. We're not working on that right now. All right, this Peach P7 is heated. Rotate that around a little bit. Those screws out. Maybe. Oh, I said it wasn't going to heat it this time. I was going to just see if the knife would do it on its own. And I already forgot. Well, shucks. All right, so we're replacing the speaker. Again, it's right here at the front. Super easy repair. This is probably my only gripe, is I want some more complicated ones. If we added a level of complexity to this one, it's that we have to remove the vibration motor in order to remove the speaker. So that's where this was a little more complicated. All right, we got another P7 repaired. Let's get this thing out the door. Wrong section. Deliver. All right, so we got another P7 in here. This one is the vibration feature of my device does not work. That one's straightforward again. So we'll knock that out real quick. How about that? Vibration motor's the issue. So super easy repair. We know where the vibration motor is at this point. And it's an easy win for us. I remembered this time. We're going to see if our fancy new knife can take this off without heating it. I don't know why we'd buy the knife if we can't take it off. Okay, so it doesn't. I don't know the point of the upgraded knife at this point. I'll reach out to the devs and see if they can help me understand, but I don't know. All right, let's take this screen off with our fancy overpriced knife that can't take off the screen without heating it up. And this vibration motor. Boom, vibration motor off. I did not buy a new I thought I bought a new vibration motor. Well, crikey. Oh, put it in my cart. Didn't actually check out. So, you know, should probably do that. And let's add our vibration motor now that we have the new one. I think one of the cool things that the devs could potentially do would be is if someone brings in their phone, right? They have an initial complaint. We run the diagnostic, and then on the diagnostic, instead of it just saying there's something or this is the issue and this is what the customer said the issue was, it identifies several other issues and we got to take care of those issues. I think that would add some depth to the game. That would be really cool. All right, we got ourselves a new Peach P7 here. It says, "Good day, my device does not turn on. Can you find a solution?" So this one's a little more vague. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, is something a little more vague. The initial average cost says $1,680. So maybe there's something more significant wrong with this because of it. There's no way it could just be the battery. So we'll see what this amounts to. Interesting. So this is all new right here. We have this Peach P7 that we picked up. When we go into our jobs and we take a look, just a refresher, my device does not turn on. Makes sense that you can't actually troubleshoot it. Connected device cannot connect to the device. Motherboard is faulty. I mean, it's telling us the motherboard is faulty, but honestly, you can't troubleshoot it if you can't turn it on other than taking it apart and such. So that part is cool, but the fact that it tells us the motherboard is faulty, I don't know, because I'm not a phone technician in the real world. But it would be cool if there was some sort of way that you could, you know, figure out if, like, what was wrong with it, because you can't hook it up to the computer. You can't figure that out. by doing that. So we know the motherboard's the issue. Maybe once we replace the motherboard, there will be more to it. All right, our Peach P7 is warm, and we're gonna take off these screws. All right, now that we got that open, to get to the motherboard, we do know we got to take apart a bunch of this. And my hunch is that once we take apart all that we need to take apart here, we're gonna have to solder or remove. What's it called when you remove solder? Is it desoldering? I don't know. We're gonna have to basically take the components that are off of the motherboard. That would be my hunch. So this may be one of those more lengthy repairs that we've been trying to get to. And so yeah, memory, can't take that off. Let's take off this cover so we can get this off. Back camera, we need to remove the antenna. Antenna's off. And now, let's see. Unscrew the motherboard. Then we have to take out the SIM card jack. And now, take out the whole motherboard. So now we have to replace the motherboard. So here, it says motherboard durability 100%. But if the motherboard is bad, then oh, we're doing something different. Didn't know I was. What in the world? We just removed the memory. Okay. Yeah, this is a way more complex repair than I expected it to be. Do I have to remove this? I would imagine I do. So fun fact, you can just hold down your mouse button, your left click, and kind of just drag these across to your next one instead of clicking individually on each of these. It'll speed it up for you. Again, I don't even know if I was supposed to do that, but I did it. I imagine we needed to do that because if we have to replace the motherboard, all of this stuff has to come off. So, and we're not going to buy all these pieces. Solder, wait, what does that say? Cannot be removed without disassembling the network IC. Where's the network IC? Well, we got to take this thing off still. Did all that. Click over here. I do wish. Okay, there we go. So those are all removed. Okay. It's not super. Oh, geez. Super clear when the solder is actually removed. But. So now we have to. Network IC. Where's the network IC? Do I have to flip this over? How do I flip it over? There. I just turned it. It's a CPU IC, power IC. I imagine we have to take off the CPU IC. So this is the heat gun that we accidentally started using before, which is pretty cool. All right, so we've now removed whatever that was, the CPU IC. I don't know what else we're supposed to remove. If anything, we got to remove the power IC, right? I think so. I don't know. All right, so that's off. right, so we've removed that. I'm trying to figure out what else we're supposed to be removing here. It looks like stuff might be highlighting underneath. Nothing else seems to be highlighting here. What is this? I don't know what that is. Motherboard not tested. Can I test the motherboard alone? I think I actually, you know what? Let's see. Faults have not been yet detected. Connect the device to the computer and detect faults. Or maybe we can use the multimeter. Because I don't know how to use the multimeter. How do I use the multimeter? I don't know what I'm doing. But can I test it if... Can't test it if the darn thing is taken apart. Well, I'm at a little bit of a loss here. Get the motherboard. Okay. I don't honestly have a clue, y'all. All right, y'all. So there was a brief gap. I tried to remove a capacitor, and then the game just kind of said, screw you. So now I think it was this capacitor. I had to exit the game and went back in. The motherboard only shows this one here. It's not tested. It doesn't show the 100% motherboard. And it's only partially, like the stuff that we took off is not completely removed. And we only have $494. And I don't know where the other motherboard is because it's not here. And I went to go potentially buy another one, but we can't because it costs too much. So we're going to put this back together and hope that it is enough for us to actually complete the job. But I'm not confident that's going to be the case. I think we're going to be out a bunch of money that we hoped we were going to be making. It's going to... I just don't know. Because right now we're just adding on parts to what looks like a decrepit motherboard. And it's very likely that we're just going to be missing some money after this. All right, we've added on our SIM card slot. Let's add on our memory IC. All right. So as far as assembly goes, we've put together the motherboard. I'm not confident that this is going to go in our favor. So I don't know. We go to put this darn thing back together and the motherboard is there, the 100% one. So maybe when you replace the motherboard, all of this stuff is already attached to it. That makes sense if it was. I don't know. This one was a little more perplexing than I expected it to be. I wanted it to be a challenge, but I didn't know it was going to be as perplexing as it was. But now we're putting this thing back together. we're going to have to put it together, test it, and make sure it's good to go. And then once we do that, if there's anything else wrong with it, we'll have to take care of that. If not, well, then we have a successfully completed job, even though I was pretty sure we were going to lose some money, but we will see. All right. 2 more screws. Boom. Boom. Nothing like a good screw. All right, let's troubleshoot it again. Make sure everything's good with our Peach P7, our most complicated repair yet. It probably didn't need to be as complicated as I was making it. And sure enough, 0 faults detected. We probably just needed to take the darn motherboard out, put on a new one, and that was it. So I probably made this way more difficult. Let's deliver, and that gets us leveled up again. Again, leveling up maybe just gives us some easy jobs versus very easy, but it's not doing much for us other than that. That's really it. That's the Peach P7. We did some good repairs there. There's probably more. I wanted to at least get into it and let you guys know there is a new phone. So if you've been playing the game and you've been like, oh, I just need more than 4 phones, we have 5. So hopefully more updates are coming soon. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you again when the next update comes out for Device Doctor. Thanks again.